we need to think of a new advert for freebets.com.
Get your best betting offers from freebets.com.
Yeah, that'll do.
The following deals are now live.
Hey, Fight fans, it's Michelle Joy Phelps with Boxing Social in partnership with freebets.com, ready to fight and forged Irish Stout. And I'm joined, or happy to be joined now, with Michael Hunter. Michael, it's good to see you. I caught you on Twitter, you know what I'm saying, giving your thoughts, and I thought, you know what, let me slide into the DM real quick and see if he got time to talk about the outcome of the fights tonight. Obviously, it was a stacked card. There were so many fights that we can talk about, but let's just kick it off immediately with Joshua's win over Otto Wallin. Just your thoughts.
One, I think I love how they they hyped the show up and they displayed it. You know, the little commercial, or you know what I'm saying, a little promotion for it. I thought it was a really cool and exciting event for the up and coming. Obviously the matches, I thought the matches were kind of decent, but I still I even kind of tweeted, said, this is one of the reasons why we have celebrity boxing so heavily involved in our industry right now, is because of kind of the same nature. Is these guys are not really fighting to compete for, to see who's the best. They're kind of competing just, to make a show out of it, which is cool. But if you guys are going to want to see who's the best, then, you have to compete, with the best. So.
Did you, or just what did you think of Joshua's overall performance? Because it seems like, and correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm sure you probably will agree, that ever since he's fought with Andy Ruiz Jr., he's sort of, he was more of a cautious fighter, and we weren't really getting the same type of AJ fights that we were getting prior to that. But tonight, it seemed like we kind of got a bit of that again, with him teaming up with Ben Davison. Just thoughts.
My thoughts is really, I think that he looked the same when he's, before his last fight. It was the same thing. I think he was a little bit more focused, maybe today, just with his intentions. But I don't think that really has a lot to do with the trainers at this point. I think that, he's just kind of finding his own way and kind of figuring out. But I don't really see much of a difference. I was just sparring with him not too long ago, and he seemed very similar, just focused at this particular night, and sometimes that's all it takes.
We were supposed to get potentially Anthony Joshua versus Deontay Wilder, but only if both of them were successful tonight. Obviously, we saw Deontay Wilder lose to Joseph Parker. Were you surprised by that, or who did you think was going to win to begin with?
No, we all kind of knew that, Deontay hasn't fought in a while. He's been inactive. He looked a lot smaller, a lot slimmer. He wasn't as full and healthy as he was when he was champ. I think that, Parker has been very active, and we also know that Wilder's not the most technical boxer. He's kind of an instinct fighter, and he has one big right hand. So everybody knows the blueprint. He's lost almost every fight that he's been in. He's been very close to losing, and been outboxed. And just he hit, if he has hit you with that one shot, then you're out. So I think that just like you said, it's all about, your focus on that night of the fight, your energy and what your intentions are. So I feel like, he really, his intention wasn't really to win and dominate and look great and make something great out of the situation, just to get by, it seemed like to me.
He was very noticeably smaller. You could very clearly see his collarbones, which is something I haven't seen on him, I don't think ever, to be fair. I don't know exactly what the strategy was behind that, but do you feel like maybe that played part of a factor tonight of him just not having that extra size advantage?
Absolutely, and maybe it just could be part of his training. Where his training has changed. Wherever he was doing before to stay and maintain that weight, that's what he needs to continue to do. When I was younger and I trained with Vladimir Klitschko, he would get bigger in training camp. So, and heavyweights, that's not a uncommon thing. You know what I'm saying? You're working out, you're getting strong, you don't have any weight, to make, have any weight to make or anything like that. So you should be getting stronger and more energized. So, I just think that he just looked a little soft today, and I think that it was just his intentions. I don't know. He said just even the way he took the loss is just it's more of his own intentions. I feel like he was okay with losing, and just took it. I mean, he took it on the chin well, which was good. He didn't really make any excuses, but I still feel like the competitive spirit was not there.
Deontay's 38. Obviously, there's always the talks of, Father Time, his inactivity. People are saying retirement. He kind of alluded to that, him being okay with retirement tonight. What are your thoughts? Do you think that he should?
I mean, I think he's overachieved for his potential. I think he's done exceptionally well in this in for his career, for what he's done. He doesn't come from boxing. He doesn't. He's from Alabama. He's right. What I'm saying, right in the heart of the country, and where they didn't have a lot of opportunities and stuff like that. And they don't even, they're not as active, maybe in football, but not boxing. So for him to do what he's done and medal and just achieve all that he's achieved, he could retire with no problems. I would think that it would be a great idea for him, because he's still kind of retiring on top. I think the more fights that he continues to have, the more exposure you'll get to see.
Does Joshua versus Wilder still hold any weight in your opinion?
Um, yeah, I seen your tweet about that. As I was questioning it myself, your tweet actually popped up, and I was saying, yeah, I think that it does. It definitely lost validity. I mean, it's something I always never wanted to see, no way, because of the skill factor. We want to see high skilled professionals in there. I think that Usyk, Anthony Joshua would be more competitive even now. I know he already fought him again, but I'd rather see that fight a third time than to see Deontay Wilder, AJ. As far as an athlete is competitive. Now to watch, I feel like somebody's gonna go to sleep. So uh, for the entertainment, I think it would be cool. But to watch, as to be a competitive athlete, and to see who's the best, it really doesn't make any difference.
Lastly, thoughts on Daniel Dubois' win tonight over Big Baby?
Yeah, let me see. I thought he did well. I thought it was a little. I think it was pretty much even, maybe kind of towards the half of the round. I think he was winning the paper, the story on paper. I mean, the fight on paper, but the story of the fight could have went either way at some point. And I just think that he was just in better shape, and I think also Big Baby didn't get enough body shots in early to even out the conditioning. But I think that obviously he was in better shape, and he was confident, and he felt good that today. So I think that that would be a good fight for me.
Well, before we do go, what is going on with you? Like, what is there anything, any updates you can give us?
No, I'm working on a fight. I'm supposed to be fighting here. I'll have an announcement here soon. You know, I don't want to give out too much, but I definitely got something big in the works, working, and you know, we'll see.
Well, you never know. We know that Saudi Arabia is doing a hell of a lot right now for boxing. Might want to, you know what I'm saying?
Absolutely, absolutely. I, I was actually supposed to be on this card, but you know, we got Martin Bacoli, you know, pulling out again once again. But you know, they can only run for so long. So, but yeah, I was supposed to be on this card, and you know, it just got pushed off because we couldn't get nobody to actually step in the ring. So,
Well, we do know that they're trying to aim for another March card. I don't know what's going to happen now that it's definitely, or from my understanding, Joshua versus Wilder was supposed to be only if they won tonight. So I don't really know what's going to go on there, but there still may end up being another a big heavyweight card on that date. So let's see.
yeah, definitely. I know that you know, they're shooting and they're you know, they're excited about heavyweights, and you know, here I am. I've been sitting here waiting for my shot for quite some time. You know, so I'm hoping to get it on this ride.
We need to think of a new advert for freebets.com.
Get your best betting offers from freebets.com.
Yeah, that'll do.
The following deals are now live.